The new Team Go Rocket leader rotations have officially been announced in Pokémon GO, and they are looking good. Well, there's one in particular that's looking excellent. So, from Arlo we're going to have Horsey, from Sierra we're going to have Trapinch, and then finally from Cliff we're going to have Gible. Yes, Shadow Shiny Gible is finally coming to Pokémon GO. I'm so excited for that one. So these are going to enter into rotation on May 14th local time. The Rocket Grunt rotations are currently being updated slowly from the community, but as soon as that info is confirmed, I'll work on getting a full guide up for the best Rocket Grunts to hunt during this new rotation. For right now though, let's quickly take a look at the meta relevance for these new Shadow Shiny Pokemon. So for Horsey, when you evolve this all the way up into Kingdra, it used to be pretty good in the Open Ultra League, but that was like a really long time ago. So at best, I feel like this Pokemon might have some play in limited meta cups in the Open Great League, but definitely not in the Open Ultra League. Still, I think Shadow Shiny Kingdra is going to be a pretty cool one to get. Now we're also going to have Trapinch, which evolves into Flygon. Now this Pokemon used to be better as well. It currently ranks in the top 250 for the Open Great League and the top 150 for the Open Ultra League. It's a pretty cool Shadow Shiny though, so once again, they're not exactly the most meta relevant, but their Shadow Shinies are pretty cool. Now what's actually kind of interesting is that Garchomp has a pretty weak Shiny, but its meta relevance is just phenomenal. So first of all, in the Open Master League, Garchomp is going to rank in the top 100, and it also has a better ranking in the Master League Premier Cup. So if you are able to get a good IV spread on your Shadow Gible, this was definitely going to be something worth building. But not only that, Shadow Garchomp is going to be really good as a ground type attacker as well as a dragon type attacker. Now when it comes down to using Shadow Garchomp as a dragon type attacker, you ideally want to go with Dragon Tail plus Outrage. There are no legacy movesets required, which is actually really nice. Now honestly speaking, there isn't a massive difference between Earth Power or Earthquake. They're actually pretty close together, so going with Earthquake is a perfectly fine option. You can save the Elite TM, use it for something else that's going to have a much bigger power jump, and yeah, that just kind of means you can really go hard for this Pokemon. Run it as a dragon type or as a ground type. Actually, one more tip I want to mention for Garchomp is you can actually use it as both and then just alternate the fast move. So basically what I mean by this is that you want to unlock the secondary charge move that is going to cost a decent amount of Stardust. I think it's like 90,000 Stardust for the Shadow and then like 90 candy as well. So it's pretty expensive. That said though, when you unlock the secondary charge move, you can have both Earthquake and Outrage and then alternate the fast move between Mud Shot and Dragon Tail. This way you can get the most out of one Pokemon rather than having to build two different versions of it, which would cost you a lot more Stardust powering them both up. So that's my recommendation when it comes down to Garchomp if you really want to make the most out of it. Now finally, we're also going to have Shadow Dialga as a featured Pokemon from Giovanni during this rotation, and if you want to know whether or not it's actually worth using your Super Rocket Raider to get this, then check out this video next.